At Burger King, the cashier said, "You've been paying double to have us deliver food to your car in the parking lot." "What do you mean paying double?" I stared at Jessica, the cashier at our local Burger King, completely confused by what she'd just told me. I'd been coming here for lunch breaks from my office job for about 3 months, always ordering the same Whopper meal and eating in my car while catching up on emails. Now she was telling me I'd been charged twice the normal amount for some kind of special delivery service I'd never requested. Jessica pulled out a stack of receipts from under her register, all with my name and credit card information showing purchases that were 50% higher than the menu prices listed on the wall behind her. According to Jessica, I'd been paying an additional curbside premium service fee that was supposedly for having employees bring my food directly to my vehicle in the parking lot instead of eating inside the restaurant. But I always walked inside to order and pick up my food myself. I'd never asked anyone to deliver anything to my car or even mentioned where I was planning to eat my meal. Jessica showed me the receipts with detailed timestamps proving that someone had been adding this bogus fee to my orders for months without my knowledge or consent. The most disturbing part was that the extra charges were being processed as separate transactions on my credit card, making them much harder to notice on my monthly statements. Jessica explained that she'd noticed the pattern because she was the one who usually took my order during my regular lunch visits, and she knew I always came inside to pick up my food personally before walking back to my car. When she asked her manager about the extra charges appearing on my account, he told her it was a new corporate policy for customers who preferred to eat in their cars rather than using the dining room seating area. But Jessica had worked at this Burger King location for 2 years and knew this wasn't an actual company policy. Someone was systematically overcharging regular customers and pocketing the difference through fake service fees. The more Jessica investigated my account, the more suspicious the pattern became. She discovered that the fraudulent charges were always added by the same employee using a manager override code, and they only appeared on orders from customers who paid with credit cards rather than cash. The assistant manager, Kevin, had been targeting people like me who came in regularly, paid electronically, and rarely scrutinized their fast food receipts carefully. Jessica had started tracking the discrepancies after noticing that her register totals never matched the actual sales at the end of her shifts when Kevin was working. Jessica's investigation revealed that Kevin had been running this elaborate skimming operation for over 14 months, systematically identifying customers who fit certain patterns that made them ideal targets for fraud. He focused on office workers who came in during busy lunch rushes when people were distracted and in a hurry, customers who ordered the same items repeatedly and might not notice price changes, and anyone who paid with credit cards and left without carefully reviewing their receipts. Kevin had created an entire fake fee structure with official-sounding names like Premium Curbside Service and Express Pickup Convenience Charge to make the theft look legitimate. When I demanded to see the manager and confronted him about Jessica's findings, Kevin initially tried to defend the charges by showing me laminated signs he'd created that supposedly explained the new fee structure. But when I pointed out that these signs weren't visible anywhere in the restaurant and that I'd never been informed about any service charges, his story started falling apart quickly. The general manager arrived within an hour and immediately suspended Kevin pending a full investigation of his point-of-sale activities over the past year. The corporate investigation that followed revealed Kevin had stolen over $23,000 from hundreds of unsuspecting customers who trusted that their fast food orders were being charged correctly according to posted menu prices. He'd developed an increasingly sophisticated system of fake fees, false documentation, and manipulated receipts to cover his tracks, while systematically overcharging people who rarely questioned small discrepancies in their credit card statements. The theft had gone undetected for so long because Kevin was careful to keep individual overcharges small enough that most customers wouldn't notice or complain about the differences. Kevin was immediately fired and arrested for theft, credit card fraud, and computer crimes related to manipulating the restaurant's point-of-sale system. Corporate office refunded all fraudulent charges to affected customers and implemented new security measures requiring manager approval for any transaction modifications or service fees. Jessica received a promotion to shift supervisor and a $1,000 bonus for her integrity in exposing the systematic theft that had been victimizing loyal customers for over a year. I received a full refund of $340 in fake delivery fees, along with additional compensation for the time and stress involved in resolving the fraud case. The experience taught me to always check receipts carefully, even for routine purchases at places I trusted, and to appreciate employees like Jessica who notice when their co-workers are systematically stealing from customers who assume their everyday transactions are being processed honestly and ethically.